Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be covering common alternator check myths. You've seen it on the ramp. Somebody fires up the 172, gets to the run-up area, and then puts on a whole performance. Flaps cycling up and down, the landing light strobing on and off, and the alternator switch getting flicked like a light switch in a haunted house. All of it to test the alternator. The reality is, almost none of that is in the POH, and most of it just wears out your airplane. Let's bust the 4 big myths, then I'll show you the real check. The one that takes 3 seconds and costs you nothing. Myth 1. Cycle the alternator to test it. The split master switch has 2 halves, battery and alternator. The myth says switch alternator off, watch the ammeter swing to discharge, and then switch it back on and watch it swing back. See? It works. 2 problems. First, it proves nothing. Of course the needle discharges when you kill the alternator. The whole load is coming off of the battery. That's physics, not a test. Second, every time you re-energize the field under load, you can throw a voltage transient onto the bus, and doing that run-up after run-up stresses the diodes, the regulator, and your solid-state avionics, the really expensive stuff. Leave it on. It either works or it doesn't. You don't need to switch it to find out. Myth number 2. Cycle the flaps to load the system. The idea is that the flap motor pulls a healthy chunk of current, so running them up and down loads the system. It does, and the flap motor tracks and rollers are some of the more expensive wear items on the airplane. Grinding them through a full cycle every run-up just to watch a needle move is a great way to buy a maintenance bill that you didn't need. Cycle the flaps when you actually need to check them, not as an electrical test. Myth 3. Flick the landing light on and off. Same idea. Add a big load, watch the needle jump. But incandescent landing and taxi lights hate being switched. The filament takes its worst beating in that cold to hot inrush. Flicking it every run-up is one of the fastest ways to kill a bulb early, and it tells you nothing that the ammeter wasn't already telling you. Myth 4. Pile on the loads and watch the needle. This is a misconception under all the others, so let's just say it plainly. Watching the ammeter swing when you add load does not prove that the alternator works. The standard Cessna 172 ammeter is a center 0. It doesn't read alternator output. It reads current in and out of the battery. Right is charging, left is discharging. So if the alternator were stone dead and you piled on load, the needle would still move, just further into discharge. Movement isn't proof. All it confirms is that electricity flows. The real test. Once you know what the gauge is telling you, the check is obvious. It's built right into the system. Charge means that the alternator is winning, and discharge means that it isn't. That's the whole test. Right after start, the ammeter shows a healthy charge as the battery recovers from cranking. That charge alone tells you that the alternator is online and producing more than the airplane is using. A dead alternator can't charge a battery. Confirm the low voltage light is out, if you have one installed on a later model 172. Out means that the bus voltage is where it belongs, and as you sit there, the charge tapers off towards center as the battery tops off. Exactly what a healthy system does. You're already under load. The alternator is handling all of it and charging your battery. That's it. No flaps, no light show, no toggling. You read the gauge, and the airplane already gave you it. The simple way was the right way all along. Read the gauge, confirm the lights out, and go fly. To continue learning, make sure you follow us on all of our socials. And once again, thanks for watching.